Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to get a chance to check in with you guys and tell you, I guess, what's been going on. Um, so I know it's being pretty consistent with my videos, but I just really got busy, I'm a routine person. Like, I'm a get up at the same time every day, go to work at the same time, same route, go to work, do my thing, come back on the same route. I'm a routine person and I like it. And when I'm in my routine, I'm in control and I feel pretty successful and I feel like I can conquer the world. But, we had a couple schedule changes at the office and it kept throwing off my game. I miss a lot of gym visits. I had to work out at home, and that typically frustrates me. Like, I like my gym life. That's actually my time. That's the time where I'm not a mom, I'm not a wife, I'm not an employee, I'm not a daughter, I'm not somebody's friend. I legit have no friends at the gym. I'm just me. So when life throws me off my routine to the point I can't go to the gym, it typically ends up reflecting in other ways too. So that's why I kind of been, was absent for a while. But my routine is still not back to normal. It just feels all over the place. But handling my thing. But during that time, by the way, during that break, I was logging in all my food because I was having a hard time keeping up with my fitness pal. I mean, I don't know, guys. That takes a lot of time out of my life. So I was writing it on a piece of paper, and I had read somewhere along, or I read a blog that you should write down like your mood. Yeah, your mood. After a meal, if you feel gassy, if you feel constipated, any stomach ache, any headaches, any little thing that happens that's not you normally, or like, hey, the one injury I have hurts more after that, or this, that also after workouts, right? So I decided to do that while I was keeping track, and something very awesome came out of that log. Because I got, okay, so very weird, but I've had issues with, constipation, like since I can recall. Not all the time, but like from time to time. Um, I've had issues with that. I also had issues with being, with feeling gassy, feeling bloated, and blah, 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 blah. Like for years. And I can't really show you because I don't, well, maybe I can, but I'll show you in a minute. Let me, hold on, okay? Okay, I don't know if this is going to show, but I don't know if you can see my skin has like little bumps. The lighting is awful, guys. And like, I don't know if I could explain it. They look like, so look at, like, I wish I could point and use the camera at the same time. But you see like right there, like some little white dots. Some are brown. Well, that has been going on my entire life since I was a child. My mom, when I was a child, took me to doctors and dermatologists, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong. Anyways, anywho, so through the log, I was also logging in my face because I started to break out of, like, which, by the way, I was one of those lucky teens that I would break out like maybe a pimple every week. Not like I never had like I might have had a little bit of an acne issue but not like some people. Like, to me it was an acne problem, but to most would have been like, that's nothing, right? So I never really had that going on. So then I started breaking out and I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, I just never really had this much of a problem. So I went back to the log and I realized, like, the days where I was feeling not the happy smiles was when I was eating gluten. And I adjusted to a friend of mine that knows a lot. I mean, she's the most knowledgeable food person I've ever met. And I, kind of discussed it with her, and I'm like, I'm going to start doing research on gluten allergy or whatever. So I started researching on Google, and of course it told me I was going to die. But once you really get to the nitty gritty and get to like really good websites and some good blogs and some good YouTube videos and whatnot, I got to realize that I firmly believe that I have a gluten allergy. Now, I'm not a doctor. I've not been tested or anything like that. So what I decided to do, to confirm my findings, is that I would go gluten-free. And if my situations don't get any better, then it's not gluten-free, right? I mean, and from my research, I didn't find that going gluten-free would hurt you in any way. There's like no con to going gluten-free, right? So there's nothing to lose in my eyes. So I did it. It's been exactly it's been a month, I think, today, that I've been gluten-free. I have not, so let me tell you my results. In that month, I have not had any stomach issues. I haven't had any stomach aches. I have not been constipated, nor bloated, nor abnormally gassy. Yeah, abnormally gassy. I have not breaking out. Though you see a lot going on with my skin, this is actually better than it typically is. Like, I wouldn't say a whole lot better, but I'm noticeably better. I see it a lot better than normal, because you know that spot that was right here. Oh, hey, I could actually point and show you. Okay, hold on. Okay, that spot right here, that's the most noticeable that you see right now. I mean, it was that bumpy. Like this, all those little white spots right there. It was like that all over my arms, guys. All over my legs. See, you can still see some of them over here. It's all over my legs, all over my belly, all over my back. Really, the only thing exempt to these little bumps is my face and neck. And my mom used to say, make fun of me, like, why you complain about them? At least they're not in the important places. So, anyway, so do you feel noticeably lesser of a problem? And oddly enough, like, I also came across this Pinterest thing that said, like, what are all the things that going gluten-free can do for you or whatever? Well, one of them was that you would sleep better. You guys, I just don't sleep well at all. Like, I've never been that person that slept 8 hours. Like, I just have not. And I'm not today, but I am sleeping sound now. And I do seem to be oversleeping nowadays. Like, usually my alarm goes off at 5:45. I've been sleeping to like 6:15, 6:20. So that's, to me, that's, again, it's helping me rest, I guess. I haven't had any headaches. Which I would typically have headaches like once a week or something, and I haven't had any headaches. Somebody walked by and totally stared at me all weird. And then the best thing. So I have sprained an ankle. Plus I've had a surgery on that ankle for something unrelated to a sprained ankle. So I've had some issues with my right ankle. Yeah. And then I've also injured it. So, okay, first was surgery, then was sprained ankle about 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah? Yeah. And then about 2 years ago, doing a 5K run, I kind of injured, doing 5K training, I kind of injured my ankle. And I was like, maybe running is not for me and my ankle. And then a year and a half ago, during a lake house trip, I injured my knee coming out of a what is it, canoe? A kayak. Coming out of a kayak, I hurt my knee. So this leg is just a hot freaking mess, y'all. A hot freaking mess. So I'm always in pain. I'm always complaining, like, oh my foot, oh my foot, oh my foot, I'm such a chocolate. The pain has reduced. I notice it. So I read that it hurts with the gluten affects inflammation or whatever, so that it helps your joints not to eat gluten. Anyways, I swear, everything just seems to be coming at once. So I'm happy to report that I'm just gonna continue to be gluten free. I mean, unless I find some reports that this is gonna hurt me in some way, then I'll go to the doctor to confirm. But just my body's telling me this is a good idea. So I say all of this because it's important Even if you don't want to be on a diet, even if you don't want to be healthy, just write down what you're eating and how you feel. Do you feel any aches? Do you feel any pain? Do you feel tired? Do you feel... Just write down exactly how you feel. Like, if you're not feeling 100%, write what it is that's making you not feel 100%. Just write it down. And then at the end of the month, highlight when were the days you felt a headache. Highlight when were the days you felt super sleepy. When were the days that you were gassy, that you were, that you had diarrhea. Whatever it was that wasn't normal, write it down and then highlight it. And then find out how those highlighted items, if they have anything in common. And if they have anything in common, then by all means, test out removing that item and see how that works. And if it makes you feel better on the next month, then hey, I think that's what being healthy is all about. It's listening to your body. If your body is craving, if your body is not accepting of a certain food, then why eat it? Honestly, to me right now, like, a piece of bread doesn't even entice me because I'm going to feel shitty anyway. So what's the damn point? Like, it's not worth it. So my point to you today is listen to your body. If it wants you to work out, then work out. If it doesn't want you to work out, don't force it. Like, I'm not going to be a runner, you guys. I'm just not. I'm just not going to be a runner. And that's okay, because my body's saying I won't be a runner, but I'll be weight training, I'll lift, I could do a HIIT workout. I could do just so much. Just listen to your body and listen to yourself to create the healthier version of you. Bye, guys, and thank you for stopping by.